This is Off the Break Podcast, presented by Silver Screen Insider.
Welcome back to Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies. I'm Cody, and with me are Kyle and Ken.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. I am adequately caffeinated.
I am too, and I'm not sure where all of our listeners are from, but we are broadcasting from at least under 4 inches of snow. Whoa, 4 feet? That would have been crazy. 4 inches of snow.
I was going to make a joke saying like our doors were covered with snow, so we almost couldn't get to the office today.
Yeah.
The Rona has been eviscerated, according to Cody.
The snow has come. It will cleanse our country of the Rona. At least in our county.
Good luck, Florida.
Yeah. You're never getting rid of it.
They're on their own anyway. Let's be real here.
No, we will. I was very excited to see the snow. I was like, Corona is going to die now. God has blessed us with the cure, so we're going to be good.
Because cold and flu season is not associated with cold weather at all.
No, totally not.
Reason.
No.
Okay, good.
You can get the flu in June and July. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, correct. That's why whenever you think of cold and flu season, you think of the summer months.
Yep.
Whenever I think of summer vacation, I think about being sick all the time.
Just sick the whole time you're out.
Welcome to the Off the Break Podcast for all of your viral news updates.
We are just as authoritative as any other online industry site, okay?
Just stay tuned. We're talking the election and right after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All of
You
our
ready for
super
our hot
thoughts
takes
on that.
about that?
No, it did snow.
Best movie president, Bill Pullman.
I can't believe
No question.
we're still talking about coronavirus, and we're in winter now. And I felt like we started coronavirus in winter.
Yeah. For us here, definitely.
Technically, we were still in like the middle of winter, but now
Right.
like winter always starts early, unlike other places. So people still have a chance, but it started. It's continuing at the start of our winter.
Take your kids out, dunk their faces in the snow.
Yeah.
Quick.
Before you send them off to school. That'll get rid of it.
Just crazy. This year has gone by incredibly fast, and yet so incredibly painfully slow in some ways.
I would just leave it at painful.
Yeah.
Painfully slow and
Torturous.
fast. Yeah, torturously.
But now I'm like, whoa, we're already but now at the end of October, going into the holiday season.
We already have kids making requests for Santa Claus.
Yeah. Thank you, Amazon, for sending a booklet of toys. I was like, what? Amazon, what is this catalog
You're
you've
like,
done
aren't we
to
still
us?
in March?
And I don't know if anybody else has received this, but there was even a nice pull-out page so they could make a list to Santa and circle what toys
that's
they
clever.
wanted. But conveniently did not put prices in.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of this Amazon
That's
toy
clever.
catalog.
Yeah.
No prices.
And Callister, our oldest son, goes, well, you don't need prices because they're from Santa. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no, I don't want to argue with this.
The one he's
That's a smart kid.
I
He's
know.
going to go places.
Yeah, the one he's honed in on.
Yeah.
Costs about $279.99.
Yeah.
But according
For
to
a Lego set.
According to his logic, it's just 2 Santa cookies, and
Yeah.
then you'll be good.
And we'll be good. We're like, oh, a pandemic and the theaters have been closed for like 8 months now? Great. $200 Lego set. Probably not going to get that this year, buddy.
You better make a mental note not to listen to this one in the car, too, and ruin his Christmas again.
Yeah.
He's going to learn a lot of things at the start of this episode.
So when a man and woman really love each other,
Yeah. Callister, cover your ears.
earmuffs.
Earmuffs. It's cold outside. We've got snow.
All right. Well, speaking of changes in the weather and in our children's behavior patterns, we have some movie changes.
We do. So Universal has put a new film on the release schedule, All My Life. And we'll talk about that trailer because they also dropped a trailer on that. But that doesn't look too bad. Little romantic kind of drama movie. And then the Comeback Trail, we had that on Silver Screen Insider on December 4th, I think. And it has either moved back or we got the date wrong. But I think it was on December 4th, and now it's December 18th.
Regardless, it's
Right.
We do have it as December 18th.
It is
now.
December 18th now. And unfortunately, I was kind of bummed because I think December 4th works so much better for that.
It's got some room to breathe.
Yeah.
A chance to get some legs and
Because
then draw in the holiday crowd on the
depending
third week,
upon-
fourth week.
Yeah, the size of the theater, I'm not going to take a potential screen away from Wonder Woman to, or News of the World or what else is coming out at Christmas?
Free Guy.
Yeah,
and
Free
Death on the
Guy and Death on the
Yeah.
Nile.
I mean, if you have 4 screens, you're full.
right.
If you have 6 screens, you might be full. 8 screens,
Yeah, I don't know if
it's going to be tight.
It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be tight. Cuz you may want to I wouldn't give a lot of extra screens to Wonder Woman, but dealing with capacity issues, if we get to keep Wonder Woman, you're going to need multiple screens of it, and I just don't see where now Comeback Trail is going to make it in.
I'm sure Wonder Woman's going to be more brutal than Tenet was for terms, and they didn't really request too many ideas on how many screens, but I think it's going to be much more advanced as far as what they're requiring.
Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe the same amount of weeks,
This
but
is a-
terms could be steeper.
This is an even
weeks
bigger
could be-
movie for them.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're going to give it all to Wonder Woman because that's an A title that finally bring back those wishy-washy audience people that are kind of haven't come back in for anything yet.
Sign me up for giving it all to Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
What else do we have, Cody?
We have, unfortunately, Happiest Season from Sony was sold to Hulu. So that is off the release schedule now.
Which that's a bummer because that actually, I mean, we're about to talk about this later about holiday titles
Yeah.
probably going to be playing for the rest of this year.
Right.
But Happiest Season at least was a holiday title that was new and could interest people in
At
coming.
Thanksgiving, I think it would have
Yeah.
played really well. And
It's a Mary
Sony.
Steenburgen, Middle America
yeah.
holiday movie. Like just right down the middle for things that you would expect in a classic holiday film.
Right.
Like everything's there. Let's just put it in theaters.
Yeah.
No such luck.
Nope, going to Hulu. And then let's see what else. Ghostbusters Afterlife moved from March to June of 2021, and again, Sony just what are you doing? I mean, you don't have a title except for Monster Hunter now in January, basically, end of December.
Do they still have Peter Rabbit 2 in like
Oh, yeah.
January, February?
It is, but it's everything
It'll-
from Sony you have to consider very wishy-washy.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Yeah, there's nothing that's
And
gonna
if you
stick there.
put Peter Rabbit in January, you're wasting it. It's a
I feel like a little
It's a
bit.
March movie or it's a summer movie.
So I
Yeah.
wonder if they're moving Ghostbusters, if they're not going to move that Peter Rabbit up into that,
It's just
which would make more
Probably.
sense.
I think you spell Sony OCD. I think they just have to move things to move them.
Yeah.
They have to click the light switch 3 times before they leave their offices.
They
there's
have a
somebody at the-
dartboard, blindfold themselves, throw the darts, see what release changes are going to happen.
They throw it once and then they throw the dart a second time and then then they have an internal debate and then call people to see what they think is better and then they pick the second one anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
It's,
No. So I'm not looking into 2021 really all that much, but it's just interesting to see that stuff's even moving that year. Like, really, why are we're not even close to being there yet. Let's not change anything.
I know we're close to like 4 weeks now without an Avatar date change, which I'm shocked on.
We should
Yeah.
call them, make sure they're doing okay.
Make sure they're there.
Are those lights on?
And then the only other release change was they put Candyman back on the release schedule, but I don't want to discuss it because Jordan Peele is dead to me.
And again, it's also in 2021, so it's a long ways from here. So
You can go to silverscreeninsider.com to find it.
yes,
It is on
to
there.
find out what that release date
Yeah.
is.
As Cody smashes her desk with her foot talking about Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
You hear
Have you
it?
heard that crumble? That was her kicking in her recycle box. 'Cause
Yeah.
Jordan Peele.
Dead to me.
Anyway, Candyman, kick.
He's a fine director. Should all be very proud of him.
With no disdain in the voice at all.
No. So yeah, that's it. Not a lot of changes. Nothing, huge or transforming on the horizon. So that kind of leaves the bulk of the release schedule, the main components, intact. We're still going to get Freaky from Universal on the 13th of November. Still going to get Crudes on the 25th at Thanksgiving. And hopefully we'll still get Free Guy, Death on the Nile, and Wonder Woman like around in December. So those are my kind of anchor points that I'm working off of.
Yeah.
This could get the ball rolling in the right direction.
Hopefully.
We got to build from somewhere.
Right.
I mean, we had a little bit of a gain with Unhinged, Tenet, New Mutants there in late August, early September, and now it's time to get the ball rolling again.
Yep.
Get everybody excited about going back to the theaters.
Yeah, because now we
reinvigorate the holiday crowd.
We have some locations in New York finally opening. Regal's going to open up some top locations in and around New York City, and not in the 5 boroughs, which are still kind of closed down. But, you know, other theaters in the state of New York can be open.
It's something.
It's something.
Yeah.
It's the most something we've had this whole time. And, you know, I think hopefully more pressure being applied, especially from international theater chains and the international
Trade
market.
organization.
Yeah. Putting pressure, because we really are all connected, and New York and LA are just so pivotal to our whole industry that even international markets need these 2 markets to open. So just a lot more pressure being put on Cuomo to try to get New York open.
Yeah, I feel like all spring, summer, and now fall, we're like the Who's down in Whoville. Like,
Yeah.
we're miniature and screaming, we are here, and nobody hears us. And then somebody's like, New York. And they're like, what was that?
Yeah.
I have
New
noticed.
York?
I have not noticed a lot more headlines being like, "Hey, movie theaters are open," and it's like, because New York finally opened.
Yep.
So this is why you're running these headlines now, which
Right.
it's good publicity, but it's like we've been open for a while. It's just not in the big markets where people are paying attention.
This
so.
incredible idea that perception is reality, not reality is reality.
Yeah. It's just insane. But whatever it is, we're moving in the right direction on that. And so, you know, hopefully after this election, which we all know is going to turn the tides of whatever is going on, one way or the other, hopefully we'll have even more momentum to open up more stuff. Really just hope November is a big turning point. It'll be a Thanksgiving
Kyle,
miracle.
can you put a disclaimer like 5 seconds before she talks to say skip forward before she starts talking politics?
I didn't.
I didn't.
She
didn't.
towed the line just fine. She's like,
Yeah.
no matter what side, whoever
No.
you choose, or maybe you don't.
I feel like
if you want
nothing is going to happen till after that election. So whatever happens after that, then
no matter who
we'll
it is,
maybe
or-
get back to normalcy a little bit, and we can start addressing some of these things, because it really is a political issue where government needs to start opening up and losing restrictions, and I just don't think that's going to happen until after that point.
It's just time to settle things.
Yeah.
Things have
Move
been
on.
finalized. Time to move on.
Move on from whatever is going on right now.
All right. I like
Thanksgiving blessings to everybody.
I'll put in a disclaimer. No, she handled it like a champ. We don't like
the
choosing sides or swaying.
No, it's not
folks.
like anything like that. It's just that's the conversation you're having with everybody.
Yeah.
Is that
We-
okay? Well, I don't think anything's going to happen. NATO's even said nothing's going to happen on a federal level till after the election. I think that's just kind of becoming reality.
All the focus has been on it.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
And we felt like the big one to be affected by the election was No Time to Die. We felt
Yeah.
like they walked away from the release date because they didn't want to be any part of this cycle.
Right. Well, you couldn't advertise during it. And all the
Advertising's
focus.
more expensive. And
all the focus is on, political ads right now.
Yep.
It's
You're
just
worried about your guy or somebody else's guy instead of the man in the tuxedo.
Yeah, and it would be hard for United Artists to be trying to, market a film right now, and you have maybe 1 or 2 theaters in New York open. I mean, it's just you need that market, and you need LA, and it's just not happening right now. So
Yeah.
it just sucks. Because
New York's open, but it still sucks.
it still sucks. It's okay. We're momentum. We're getting in the right direction, and that's what matters.
We've got some actual new movies on the schedule. We're booking more and more movies every week.
Yep.
Focus has 2 coming out in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, and we got those locked up, and we're looking forward to that. Focus has Come Play, a PG-13 horror film coming out on October 30th.
Hallelujah.
And they got Let 'Em Go, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, kind of
Rated
drama.
R.
Rated R.
The Man of Steel spinoff we never knew we needed.
Yeah. So far from that.
I'm going to be watching it the whole time, waiting for Henry Cavill to like knock down the house that they're keeping this kid in and just fly away.
Why didn't you just ask Superman?
Did you
to
even
do
call
that?
him?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's something, and I think they're very playable, and they'll definitely work in certain markets. So, a PG-13 horror film on Halloween weekend, I think that'll be good.
We are getting assets for both of those titles as well. So if you need to start advertising for those now, we got stuff available for you guys.
Now, I did have a conversation with a client, and we are struggling with Deluxe getting trailers out for some upcoming titles. So that is becoming an issue. For some reason, Deluxe has really slowed down getting trailers to people, and apparently it's a decision made from higher up in the company to hold back. But I know that some upcoming stuff like Fat Man, people are having a hard time getting trailers for. So definitely stay on Deluxe. Try to get those up on the screen, because it's just going to take longer to advertise these upcoming films.
I'm confused as to why that would be.
I don't.
Why would they do that though?
I'm sure there's I'm sure that the distribution company has to pay Deluxe for the trailers and for the drives, and there's probably something going on there where they're not getting paid, or there's not a contract worked out, or they don't have a license to do it yet, and so they're just holding off until. But you need them now. It's time.
Or there's a delay in workers because they're slow coming back.
Yeah, I mean, Deluxe did put out that they need the hard drives back, so there could be a whole hard drive shortage issue. They're never gonna really say what's going on.
No.
But there is an issue getting trailers, especially for some of these smaller titles like Fat Man. I'm sure we won't have an issue with All My Life since it's a Universal, but Comeback Trail, I mean, you might have some problems with some of these smaller distributors getting the trailers and proper materials sent. So be on Deluxe, get on them. You got to be really proactive about this.
Yeah.
Start the process early. Get on it early.
Yeah.
If you have someone coming into your theater to watch a movie, that means they feel safe. If they see a trailer they like, they'll tell somebody they like that they felt safe and would like to see this next movie. This is how we build an audience again. You're not going back to the same people anymore. You're going to be reaching a new audience, meaning that these people have had their behaviors changed, the idea of what movie going is. You're gonna have to reintroduce them one person at a time.
Well, yeah.
Small word of mouth is good word of mouth.
You're going to have your hardcore audience that has been with you through this whole time. As soon as you've been open, they've been there every week. And that hardcore audience, you want to make sure that they're aware of what's upcoming, because they are the ones that are going to be coming back.
Hardcore audience. They have mohawks and Doc Martens and multiple piercings on their face.
I know when I show up to the
money
theater
in their
every
pocket.
Week,
Hardcore.
whenever I show up to the theater every week, I know for sure I have my mohawk.
Wallet on a chain.
My mohawk, my chain wallet.
Yeah.
Whenever I show up.
Puts on a face tattoo.
Time to watch the Comeback Trail. Love Robert De Niro. So find those people. They're hanging around somewhere.
They're not scared of the Rona if they have a face tattoo. that face tattoo is the scariest thing they've ever faced. Nothing's going to match that.
No.
All right.
So,
yep, that's the audience now.
As far as other booking strategies, I think that unfortunately there's just not going to be enough first run on the break product, big movies to fill all the screens. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do what we kind of did in October and go with holiday movies. Only this time we're going to have 2 months of holiday movies starting in November 6th. Be prepared to play as many holiday Christmas titles as you possibly can through December.
Through December. You're going to have to fill up your screens, but that does not mean opening every screen. That does not mean opening every showtime. That does not mean opening every day.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really be strategic about this.
But there are, luckily, quite a few holiday films out there. And I've even heard that Sony is going to do a holiday combo drive. And so I'm sure other studios, like Disney, is allowing some holiday films like The Santa Claus
Classic.
and the first Frozen.
Are you breaking news on the podcast? Goosh, goosh, goosh. Breaking news.
Yeah, so there'll be some stuff out there. And then you mix that in with the first run Crudes and Freaky, and we should have a pretty decent holiday season. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of holiday movies.
I mean, if Cody's kids already have Christmas on the brain before
Yeah.
Halloween even showed up, it's
Yeah.
probably time to start thinking about what Christmas titles you can play.
Lots of Amazon. Thank you, Amazon.
Amazon has gone to everyone else's doorstep, I'm sure.
I think Costco laid the groundwork when we took them in there and they had Christmas stuff up before Labor Day.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a Christmas tree? No, close your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your mask up higher.
It's just a normal tree. That's in Costco.
It's a fake indoor tree. People put them in their houses all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was a long time ago last time you were over at your friend's house. You probably don't remember.
Yeah.
Some people are weird and have plastic trees in their house.
yeah. Yeah. We don't. Mom's allergic.
To plastic trees?
Yeah. You can always use that excuse. Sorry. Mom's allergic. So yeah, I would get with your buyers, get, on the internet, start scouring. I mean, there's going to be a lot of holiday titles. Unfortunately, Die Hard and Home Alone are not going to be part of them because they are now Disney titles.
At this point, we
point.
can put it out into the universe that
Please don't ask for Die Hard or Home Alone.
No, but the person who signs off on rights for these at the Disney Corporation,
Yeah.
like, how great would it be to see?
Two really good suggestions.
How great would it be to see? I don't know, Die Hard in December.
You probably are not
Home
playing
Alone
Die
in
Hard
December.
on Disney Plus, so that might be a good one to
We would
let
want-
out a little bit.
We would do Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yeah. We don't need Home Alone 3.
No, but we'll take the first 2. No problem.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there in the universe.
We'll just take even the first one, too. I don't need both.
Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. Come on, Jeremy Irons at number 3.
I've never seen that, so I didn't know.
Oh,
We'll have you watch it.
oh God.
Probably. So,
Have you seen the first one or the second one?
I've seen the first one. Yes. with Hans, whatever, Gruber? That's...
yeah.
That pause was not was not from editing at all. That was all Cody.
That was
the
all
bad guy?
That was her brain misfiring, taking a step back and going, "What are we gonna say now?"
Yeah. No, I was just thinking. I remember the scene where he has to walk on the glass with his bare feet because that one really got me. But I don't remember the whole movie. I know his wife is in the building. I know he has to get up the building. I know that there's a cop waiting outside that's like his buddy. I need to probably see it again.
You probably need to rewatch this movie.
Probably need to rewatch
We
it.
should rewatch it in a theater. That'd be a great
I
idea.
know. I would go to it.
Let us know,
Ken
Disney.
would take me because he'd make me go.
I would take everybody
Yeah.
and just narrate the whole thing. Wait, what's
He
gonna
know-
happen now?
He knows all the lines.
Oh no, I'm that annoying friend that's like, hold on, wait for this part.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Grabbing your arm.
All right. Well, we've got some new trailers that came out this week. One
Yeah.
that really got us excited, and a couple others.
And a couple others. Well, let's start with All My Life because we talked about it before. It got just dropped on the release schedule. It was a pretty decent trailer. It followed like a love story of a young couple, and they fall in love, but then it finds out that he has brain cancer, and just their struggle with that, living through that.
Yeah, Universal killing it with these holiday movies the last 2 years.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Last Christmas?
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
With
Wow, I forgot that was
Henry
a movie.
Golding and the Game
Amelia
of Thrones.
Clarke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones gal.
Yeah. 2 very uplifting Christmas movies were like, hey, there's some humor. Someone's in a hospital.
Yeah, that
Die.
definitely did take a turn for me. I was like, oh, this movie's really cute. Oh my god. At least for some reason with this trailer, I was remembering The Fault in Our Stars, but at least The Fault in Our Stars let you know, like, it was gonna be a downer from the get-go.
That
Like
she
here
was a
they
grenade.
tricked you, and I still think that this does look like a really good movie. But I don't know if people, especially in this year, are really wanting, an uplifting movie, but there also is potential to be really let down for reasons.
I know I've brought this up before, and it's completely off topic. But one of the best unintentional laughs I've ever had at a film was A Fault in Our Stars.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Which one?
So I would encourage everybody to rewatch it just for the scene where he breaks the news to her that he had all of his cancers have come back, and he's like, I went into MRI and lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's right.
That line was pretty good. I remember that one.
It's the wrong line. It's
Yeah.
the completely wrong line. There was like one rewrite, and they're like, let's just try the scene. And then all the other film from this scene must have been eviscerated because that's the only one they had left in post.
They definitely were trying to have it be like, let's break the ice for that one laugh, but then make people sad again. But people are already so sad, it's not going to work.
No.
Except for Ken.
Humor works
But
after you lighten the mood a little bit. You can't just drop a joke in the middle of
Of like the worst news.
the pinnacle dramatic part of the film.
Yeah.
Like, haha, watch this.
Zing, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I don't see All My Life doing it quite like that. But I did get a similar sort of feeling towards the end of the trailer.
Yeah. It's definitely,
Well, he does buy the dog.
yeah.
The
Right.
bad news dog.
If you see the trailer, you'll know that the dog means it's bad news.
Yeah. The bad news dog. It's like, oh, you'll never love that dog. That's the wrong way to go.
It's supposed to be sweet, but
Didn't go well.
memories. What's the next trailer then?
Oh,
What
Empty
else do we
Man.
have?
We finally got a trailer.
You missed the transition.
What?
Bad news dog. Speaking of bad news, we have good news. A News of the World trailer.
No, let's
came
go to
out.
Empty Man because it comes out first. It comes out first, and we finally got a trailer. It's a horror film. It looks creepy.
When does it come out?
News of the
October
World?
30th. No,
Today?
Today.
Today? And we got a
Today.
trailer like Wednesday?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey,
Thanks.
guys, there's a trailer. I watched it. I did not like it, but that's okay because I don't like horror.
Yeah, good luck for those who have to play this in your theater, but you did not get to see it until maybe yesterday. So best of luck to you.
Yeah, it's a good, Stranger Things kind of vibe, and it's rated R for older audiences, which are the bulk of what's coming to the theaters right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's doable. It's just this poor planning by the film companies. We have to get trailers months in advance so you can build anticipation.
Right.
You have to have. I mean, we didn't have materials for this until this week.
We finally do now.
Right. So
Where are those available at?
SilverScreenInsider.com.
All right.
movie database, check out Empty Man.
Yep.
For today's showings.
For today's show.
Yes. If it's not too late to advertise, you can find them now at SilverScreenInsider.com. You're welcome. Always up to date. Don't blame us.
We were up to date. That's the unfortunate part.
We tried.
I don't mind us being, a couple hours behind on new materials, but making it look like we got the stuff the day before is frustrating when it's
Yeah.
not available anywhere.
It's okay.
Oh,
So do better, studios.
studios.
All right.
So speaking of bad news, there's good news.
Bad news dog. I have good news movie.
Good news movie. News of the world. Tom Hanks. Trailer dropped.
Tom Hanks holiday movie.
Yep. It's coming out at Christmas. He's a newspaper. He's a gentleman that takes newspapers around, reads the news to people, and he has to take this little girl back to her family and protect her. And there are people out to get her.
Yeah, it's like a Western. I wouldn't call it like a holiday movie. It's just
No.
It's one of those dramas where it appears during Christmas because they want that Oscar push.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I don't know if it'll be good or bad. It looks good.
I mean,
based on
Tom
the
Hanks
trailer.
is always really
Yeah,
good.
He looks like
and
he's killing it here.
I think he would have been really good in Greyhound, but we missed out on that because Sony sold that. So
Mhm.
I'm glad to see him in something new because I do like Tom Hanks.
That could actually be in theaters.
Yeah.
It's Tom Hanks on a horse saving a little girl.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
No.
Please don't go wrong.
It's literally Woody in real life. If it was
Right.
if Toy Story was like a drama.
Yeah.
It would be amazing if he's like, howdy, y'all. Somebody poisoned the water hole.
You're my best friend, or whatever he says. But what does he say? You're my favorite deputy. That's what he says.
Yeah, you got to sneak one of those in there.
Creepy.
He's on a horse. You gotta...
He just says that to the little girl as
Yeah.
he hands her back to the family. You're my favorite deputy.
Yeah.
And then the You Got Fred and
If
Me
he-
song plays.
Yeah.
Just so subtly.
Just
this whole
the
dramatic-
score of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Not
whole
no
dramatic
words.
movie is scored by Randy Newman. Riding on a horse. Oh my gosh.
So then what's the trail that we're all pumped for this week? What was that one?
Okay. Ken, I'll let you do the honors because we are so excited.
We got the trailer this week finally for an actual, real, in theater, supposedly, Disney animated movie, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah. And man, the animation looks amazing. It is so beautiful. And she looks so good. And I loved I don't know if it was music or just the sounds that went with it. It looked epic. I got that epic feeling from it that we haven't had with an animated title in a really long time. So
I remember thinking that Frozen 2, based on its trailer, was going to be an epic when it wasn't really that much of an epic.
No.
But this one I feel a bit more confident in. I don't really know what it was, but it's just, like the music, the sounds, like the vibe I was getting. Again, this all happened when the same thing happened with Frozen 2 for me, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm feeling down in this year and I want to pick me up in 2021. So I'm confident here.
You actually get to see different lands. I think it will
Yeah.
be pretty big and it'll feel like a big epic journey. And I think it'll be along lines of like Moana, in like maybe scale and that strong character.
Showing different cultures along with
Yeah.
it too.
Oh.
Yeah. I like that they didn't show the dragon too. I
Me
assume
too.
there's a dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I'm sure she
or
finds
what,
the
but-
last dragon
Yeah.
in it.
I can't imagine it gets to the end of the movie and it ends like something from Searchlight.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
The door slides open and then there's just credits.
Or it just is like a cliffhanger for a sequel. Like, oh no, you thought you found the last dragon, but the last dragon is over that mountain. And then it's Last Dragon 2.
Or it's last dragon dragons. There's
The last
lots of them in a room
dragons.
and you're like, oh no, it's a whole dragon world I found.
It just turns into How to Train Your Dragons.
Yeah.
The point is, this could be the next How to Train Your Dragon. That's what we're saying.
Oh, but it looked so good. And that was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, probably in
It
like
was
Thanksgiving.
I think it was supposed to be
imagine.
Thanksgiving this year. And it got way pushed back and then we were going to get Seoul and that's not happening now. So
It's saying March of 2021. It doesn't give like a specific release date, although I think we have it as March 5th right now. I'm not too sure, but they're probably just saying like in theaters until maybe it goes to Disney Plus. But
Right.
hopefully that's not the case.
Shut your
hopefully
mouth.
things
you shut your
hopefully
mouth.
things change. I'm knocking on wood right now, but it looks great, but
It
be
looks
cautious.
So I think I could kind of see Soul being a Disney Plus film. It didn't have the scale and the animation isn't as great. Or, I mean, it looks great, but it's not. It doesn't have the. I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
2 steps up from
It doesn't have the flair.
from the other
Interesting.
one,
Yeah.
from the last Pixar.
But this one looks so amazing that it would just be such a shame not to have it in theaters. Like you really would want to see it on that big screen.
Oh yeah, easily.
No, Raya is the trailer and the movie that Mulan live action was supposed to be.
Right.
Like, it was supposed to change the way that you thought about movies, the way you thought about movies with a dragon, the way you thought about movies with a powerful female lead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they took out the talking dragon, which was the best part of the animated Mulan, and then in Raya they're like immediately we'll put in a pangolin or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that dragon is going to talk.
Yeah, the dragon is definitely going to talk, but
Yeah.
it fits what they needed Mulan to do.
Yeah.
It needed to be a strong female lead, some action, some humor, some cuteness, and
Lots of cuteness.
yeah, but that's what the whole thing was supposed to be. That's what Mulan was,
Right.
like the original. And
Yeah.
now that's the new one just didn't hit at any of those targets, according to everyone who's seen it, which is not us.
Not us. We do. Just so you
Same
know,
with me.
Okay.
No, same with
You
me.
got real quiet there
Yeah.
for a second.
No, just
I didn't see it.
we do not have Disney Plus in our household.
I'm not paying $30. Are
We don't-
you kidding me?
We don't have it on our block.
I'm sure that it's on the block, but it's not in our household, and
I've
that's
been-
all that matters.
I've been cutting people's internet. If I see it through their window. Yeah.
just
No
paying on it.
You're what's wrong with this world?
I have no idea what's going on. That's that crazy guy in that house down the street.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, Raya and the Last Dragon. I really wish we were getting this at Thanksgiving this year, but when we do get it, it's going to be awesome.
March is going to be an awesome time for Disney
Yeah.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
worked out well in the past. It's going to be a year from the start of the closures.
Right.
So if we're building
That's scary to think of.
from end of November into December into January, which is always slow, but there's so much product now. We're going
Right.
to find stuff that comes into January. March could be a time where we're seeing these
The beginning
big
of the
grosses
yeah.
again, back to 20 plus million, 30, 40 plus million. I mean, we have to build from somewhere, but we have
Right.
to get back to that. Otherwise, we're not going to be around too much longer.
No. But it's good to see movies like this on the horizon. Like they just look
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Something to really look forward to.
No, I know every theater out there is playing the Wonder Woman trailer, and it looks great on a big screen. This is going to look incredible, the
Yeah.
trailer on a big screen. I think it's going to
It'd
really
be
take a lot of people by surprise.
All
For sure.
audiences, and you know that's really good for concession sales, and
Yep.
it'll be awesome. So, Kyle, what did we watch this week?
Speaking of awesome things, what films did we watch this week?
I saw Detroit Rock City, and you were recommended to watch Blazing Saddles.
Thank you, Trevor. Just shout out to Trevor. Made me watch Blazing Saddles.
That is a good recommendation because knowing that she has never seen it was
Nope.
blasphemous.
I don't
And
know
li-
why, but
Because it's
Live
amazing.
6 minutes from a cowboy. in the mountains near cowboys, sagebrush nearby.
yeah,
Has never seen Blazing Saddles. Next thing you're going to tell me is you've never seen True Grit.
nope, never seen True Grit either. Not even the new one.
Rio Bravo?
Nope, I don't do westerns or horror.
Or Hollywood
Or
classics?
classics.
Yeah, you beat me
Or,
to it.
or comedy? Or
I do comedy. I love comedy.
Well, this is a.
so speaking of comedy, how was Blazing
I was going to
Saddles?
say
Oh.
Western comedy.
Western comedy. I did. There were a lot of parts I did really enjoy in it. I love me a good fart and poop humor joke. So that whole scene was really good.
Yes, yes.
It delved into the absurd at the end with the whole like fighting into different movie sets and stuff, and I'm like, what is this? But it makes me laugh because it's so silly. And I love Gene Wilder. Oh, he is so good. And I think for me the movie got picked up and I started to enjoy it when he got on screen
Oh, yeah.
with the fastest draw in the West character. So I did like all that. I was really uncomfortable with the N-word being thrown around so much at the beginning, and I'm like, why is this so beloved? This is
it
making
is
me
used
uncomfortable
a lot.
so much. I was very uncomfortable. But after Gene Wilder comes in and the Letty Lamar character, she was fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the characters are really good. It is funny and definitely humor from a different era, not modern
Yeah.
humor, but I still like me a good joke.
Good joke.
Good joke every once in a while.
A nice
So,
joke is nice to hear. I love hearing a nice joke.
is it one that I'm gonna go want to watch again? Probably not. Is my
Bummer.
favorite Mel Brooks film still Young Frankenstein? Oh yes, I love me Young Frankenstein.
I at least appreciate you saying that, though.
And there were some scenes I was like, oh, I love the nuance in Young Frankenstein a little bit more.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
This was very slapstick and over the top.
Young Frankenstein is like the oldest of the. We're not even gonna explain the joke to you. We're just gonna put a joke out there, and we're gonna give you 75% of it, and you're gonna
Yeah.
finish the rest of it. And
Yeah.
it's painstaking. I need it
I
in front of me. I want everybody to be in on the joke. I don't want it to be something that they cooked
I
up
like
while they
it.
were dropping acid in the 70s. Like, let's make a black and white movie now that we have color. What?
But yeah, it was. It was a good recommendation. I'm glad I saw it. I could see why I had to book it so much over the summer.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a time capsule movie.
Oh,
for sure.
There's no.
And I know they threw around the N-word a lot because it was supposed to be part of the humor. They were making fun of that time and that era, and I knew it was part of the joke, but I still was like, I don't know. This is making me uncomfortable, and I'm having a hard time laughing.
Yeah,
That's just being put out there.
If Blazing Saddles made you uncomfortable,
Yeah.
somebody please select Django Unchained for her to watch
No,
next
I've
week.
never seen it. I don't need to.
I mean,
I'm
I
good.
laughed in that movie.
It's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
It's a very good action movie. It is a very heavy subject matter.
Yes.
Extraordinarily heavy.
Yes.
But Blazing Saddles is not that.
No.
So you enjoyed it.
It was all
but
lighthearted. I
we're
did
going back.
enjoy it. I don't know.
Thank
I don't
goodness.
think I need to go back. It made me want to watch Young Frankenstein afterwards, though.
I mean, saying all these Mel Brooks movies makes me want to rewatch all of them, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like, somehow they are time capsule movies, but I don't know. Mel Brooks and his humor just holds up.
It does.
It holds up, especially if you get the joke as well. You know, like, you can laugh at some of his jokes, but at the same time, you probably be like, I'm laughing, but I don't get why I'm laughing. It's just that funny, and it's just so much better if you like are able to get in on the joke as well.
I feel like I'm missing 2/3 of it every time I watch it. I feel like Blazing Saddles is different, but other Mel Brooks stuff, I feel like I'm missing a lot of it. I feel like there's
for sure.
The third book on the bookshelf says something that I need to know about. It's like, oh, there's another joke.
I mean, that for me was History of the World Part 1. I don't love that movie, but it's definitely like the one where you do absolutely have to be in on the joke. It certainly wasn't for me, but no, he's just terrific though. Like, no matter what, funny is funny, and he's just hilarious.
Speaking of hilarious,
With
how
a
did
question
Kyle
mark?
enjoy Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
No, I had a good time with it.
What?
Right?
No, I did.
It is good.
I mean,
Ken.
Don't say good. Hold on. Let him finish his review for it's good.
No, he liked it. End of story.
it's not.
See you later, everybody.
It's not good, but it's wholesome for the type of 90s teen comedy that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Cody's waiting to be validated here. She's
like, go on, keep going.
Keep going.
she's
All
bubbling.
I'm hearing is good, excellent. I will watch it again.
Excellent.
She's bubbling, waiting for him to
She's
pat
happy
her on
that
the
I
head.
like one of
Good
her
choice.
movies.
Good suggestion.
No, I don't know. I mean,
He liked it by saying it's not bad.
I definitely
Not great, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's about all there is to it, I guess. I mean, the second half, I like the four guys who are trying to get the AC/DC tickets and going to Detroit to, because that's the premise of the movie. They're trying to get tickets to go see AC/DC because, it takes place in the 70s. But the second half of the movie, I was kind of lost with it because I was like, why did they split these guys up for these adventures? Like, I wanted to see them together because that was like the funniest moments for me.
They were
when
each
they
trying
work
to
together.
go their own way to get to score their ticket.
For me, it felt like you could have done it as a group and it still would have worked all the same. But no, at the same time, though, it has the tropes that we know of like teen comedies, just without, with probably even a less big budget than most of the teen comedies back then
There's
were.
like no budget.
Yeah,
for that.
exactly. Like some teen comedies had like a decent budget, but this one definitely didn't. But that was also part of the wholesome aspect of that movie as well that I appreciated too. So yeah, good love letter to like AC/DC and rock music at that time, but also, it was a good teen comedy for that.
I feel like I should give you a Halloween movie.
All right.
This time.
Do I get to watch Halloween?
No. I don't even want to watch Halloween.
Darn it.
I've not seen that. I was thinking
Would choose that one.
Frighteners.
Sorry, what was
I
that?
was thinking Frighteners.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah. He's just shaking his head. What's wrong with that one?
I'm trying to remember which one was Frighteners.
It's got Michael
So
J.
is
Fox
everyone
in it.
else on
No,
the podcast.
it's got Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
He goes around as this guy that can see ghosts and get rid of them, but in reality, he really can see ghosts. And then he gets, he has to deal with a serial killer ghost.
It's
but it's
Michael
funny.
J. Fox without a DeLorean. Pass.
If there's no DeLorean, don't sign me up for it. But no, that's the choice. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my word.
Yeah. So, Do we have another suggestion from anybody to watch, for something for me to watch?
I believe we did.
What was the second suggestion?
It was a wonderful American classic.
Okay. Why are you laughing?
Because it was... Oh, I can't stand these movies, so I know you absolutely cannot stand these movies.
Okay.
It is Cinderfella was your suggestion.
God, you guys, that movie's so good.
Who's in that?
Good.
It's Jerry. Oh shoot, what's his last name?
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll try it.
I like that movie. I thought it
Kyle's
was
kind of got me
funny.
excited over it.
But I did the same for Harvey, and you were not a fan of Harvey, though.
No.
So
I was a fan of
temper
watching
your
Harvey on
expectations,
1.5
but-
speed. So it was like
Could you
normal
imagine
talking.
watching it on regular speed?
No.
you're like, this is
I-
terrible.
The movie
This
was
is
still an hour and a half
awful.
long at 1.5 speed.
Yeah. Yeah. And still nothing happened in it.
Or everything happened.
No. He made a bunch of new friends.
Exactly. He made friends along the way.
He did.
Oh.
No, I'm so happy you get to watch that one.
Was that about...
Cinderfella.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cinderfella.
Who does that come from? Who suggested that? Do we know?
That was your friend Nicole. I
Nicole.
was very excited about.
Shout out to Nicole.
Thank you,
Jerry
Nicole.
Lewis.
I hope she didn't choose it because she thinks it's bad.
Oh,
Because
no,
I
she
feel like I'm the only one that's liking this movie.
I know Nicole, and she only picks stuff she actually really likes.
Okay, good.
And
I like her
partially
taste.
does to torture Cody, which is why
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of her. It's like, what can I pick that I like that Cody doesn't like,
Yeah.
so I can live through this?
But if we have new listeners, please join in on the fun of this as
Yeah.
well. We want all sorts of recommendations to torture each other.
Yeah.
Recommend on the underneath the podcast on Facebook or Instagram, and then we'll take your suggestions and then torture Cody with them.
And that's fun.
I don't know how all of these are a little bit of a torture, but they have been a little bit of a torture. And I really like movies. That's the sad part.
Yeah, and if you don't have a suggestion, maybe give us a favorite director, a favorite actor, and Kyle and I will do the torturing for you.
Oh, yeah. We love doing research for this stuff.
Yeah.
We absolutely love it.
I'm running out of movies for Kyle. I
somebody
need
please
to
put
go
Woody
back
Allen.
through my list.
Need to update your list, Cody.
I do. I need to go through it and cleanse it and redo it.
Cleanse it? You mean burn it?
I should I have done Ghost Town instead with Ricky Gervais?
No,
Will it make a difference?
It's good too.
it's good too.
She whispers into the abyss.
How many?
It's the only
Now let's
movie
look at-
I've seen
let's look at
Ricky
this list
Gervais in.
and see how many movies on Cody's list have Tia Leone in them.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh!
She counted like
Let's see.
6
Can't
already.
tell.
We don't have that kind of time.
No,
We don't have that kind of
We're not
time.
going to do that. We're not going to torture the listeners with
Did
this.
you ever watch Van Helsing?
No.
With Hugh Jackman?
No.
Oh.
No.
Nobody's ever said that. This is the first time those words have ever been spoken. Ooh.
Ooh, I
Even-
like that one a
Even
lot.
Hugh Jackman is like, even Hugh Jackman has been like, I've seen X-Men Origins Wolverine over
No.
Helsing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to change it. You really should watch Frighteners because it is Michael J. Fox movie.
I was
But-
looking forward to that one.
But you should really watch Van Helsing because it really goes with the
All right, I'll watch Frighteners.
yeah and Van Helsing.
Cody almost let you off with a piece of candy, but instead she's pulling out your toenails.
But no, Van Helsing's good.
Here's a piece of candy, but not today.
Is it the Van Helsing puppet musical from?
No, it's not the Van Helsing puppet musical from. What did Sarah Marshall do or whatever that movie is?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah.
No, it's not that one. It's an actual.
I would say that puppet show. It looked amazing. All right. Well, everyone, thank you for listening to another episode. Be sure to check out our podcast on all podcast platforms, as well as at silverscreeninsider.com. We mentioned this before during the episode, but subscribe if you are a theater owner or manager, and you'll be able to get all sorts of marketing assets and know what upcoming movies or holiday features that you could possibly play.
Right. I didn't play Van Helsing for Halloween, and now I'm regretting it.
I don't think anyone asked for that.
Subscribe.
I will take that bet.
Show Van Helsing at your theater. Watch no one show up. Spooky.
It's got Hugh Jackman in it. Come on, guys.
Goodbye, Cody. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.